Okay, hi. I just want to take 2 minutes of your time. My name's Benji. I've been working in real estate for the past 14 years, on and off, while I was studying to be an architect in the UK. I've decided to do a number of these vlogs about the real estate market in Malta. And today I wanted to talk about, do we have an undersupply or oversupply of apartments? There's a lot of chatter in the market about, is there or do we have a property bubble, which is something that I disagree with personally. If we look at the facts of the state of the market, things are good. But there are some questions. What is happening? Prices have skyrocketed in the past 2 or 3 years. We've seen increases of over 30%. There are more apartments and developments than we've ever seen before. You see our skyline and it is full of cranes. And we are factually, the most densely populated European country. First, second in line is Holland. So there are a lot of questions. Do we have a lot of potential? Yes. Where is the real estate going? Good question. I think anybody who can answer that question perhaps may make a lot of money. But at the moment, what is going on? So there are 22 pending applications for buildings, pending planning approval for buildings over 10 stories. Okay, now the majority of these are residential. I have an estimate that over the next 2 years, there are going to be 14,000 new units available on the market. I read a report recently from Casa Rooms. How many? We've gone 2 minutes already. So I've already gone over my 2 minutes, so let me take 4 minutes of your time. So I read a report from Casa Rooms sometime in early February, saying that we need around 3,000 rental apartments in the market, meaning there is an undersupply of rental accommodation. We have a few facts. I like to work with numbers, and this interests me a lot, especially in where the market is going. And there's something in the region of about 35,000 vacant properties on the island. So this is something to tackle, which is an interesting topic about the undersupply of real estate. Now, is there an oversupply? I think there are two points to this. Being a broker, working as a broker and finding properties for our clients and helping our clients sell properties, the biggest demand we have at the moment is for houses in the price range between 400,000 to €1 million. The buyers today, yes, they have more money. Both wife and husband are working, which means they can afford something bigger and better. And people want their own front door, right? I mean, this is the main thing. They want their own front door. They don't want to live in an apartment block with everybody else, with perhaps the noise up and down. And I think that is that is a problem to do with the manner in which we are constructing our buildings. I read another article only this week about how each country's culture is reflected through its architecture, and how, in the time of the Knights, if we go back that far, because this is where our strongest architectural heritage is, Malta, tourists or people who didn't know the island approached us by sea and not by air. When you land at the airport today, you see a landscape of water tanks, television aerials, which aren't even being used in most cases today. And back to my point about why do people prefer houses. So there's a big undersupply of houses. This is a big thing. So a lot of terrace houses are being knocked down to build apartments, and people don't necessarily, with good budgets, want to live in apartments, I think because the quality of the construction is not there. So if the quality were to improve, then I think matters would be reconsidered by people with good budgets to live in an apartment block. But when you can hear your neighbours next door or downstairs drag the chair from their dining table, and you're in your apartment, I think that's a little bit off-putting. And in most cases, this is an issue. So to wrap it up, do we have an undersupply or oversupply? I think we have an oversupply of lower end apartment units that are selling for a higher market value than before because of the increase in buyers with a better budget. And we definitely have an undersupply of quality houses. And that is, to sum it up, do we have potential? Yes. Is there opportunity? Yes. Is the real estate market good? Yes. Is there a bubble? I think there's a lot of hype, and people perhaps are discussing it in the papers and in the press maybe a little bit too much. I think, as they say, whatever goes up must come down. But at the same time, we have so much to offer. And those people who are purchasing right now, I would give you the advice to make sure you look at the little things. Yeah, how you walk into the apartment block. Yeah, what is the entrance like? Are you walking down a few steps? Are you walking up a few steps? Is the corridor dark? Where is the lift? I mean, all these things count. The street the block is on. And those of you who are building, what I would urge you to do is invest a little bit more in the quality. Okay, there are the apertures, the points of where the air conditioning goes. I mean, one thing that bothers me is we always see the compressor, the big motor of every AC fixed on a balcony. Allocate a specific space for these things so they're not an eyesore. Okay, this is my opinion, and this is the end of the first blog, so thank you for watching.